Well, if you're in sports today, you know you're certain to find all kinds of content, right? Match summaries, previews, reviews, analysis, exclusive interviews, news breaks, and of course, fantasy cricket tips. I've come here to give you some tips for the Punjab Kings versus Chennai Super Kings game. But of course, before I get to the tips, where would you play fantasy cricket? No better app than FanFight. And here's where you can download it, and here's how you can download it. Here's a quick look.
It's match day. Play fantasy cricket now. Get up to 2.5 crores daily and lots more. 20 times more. Win big on FanFight. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
Right. Please do download the FanFight app. And of course, you know what sort of rewards to expect on FanFight. Right then, Punjab Kings versus Chennai Super Kings. Of course, contrasting starts to the tournament for both teams. Punjab Kings in a high-scoring game held their nerves for a 4-run win against Rajasthan Royals despite a sensational 100 from Sanju Samson, and Chennai Super Kings couldn't quite defend what was a challenging total against Delhi Capitals in their first game. Delhi Capitals, thanks to Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan, really decimated the Super Kings, and there were plenty of questions that MS Dhoni and CSK had to answer. And hopefully for CSK fans, hopefully for MS Dhoni fans, a lot of those questions would be answered. And for Punjab Kings, well, they'd want to continue their winning momentum and they'd want to secure back-to-back wins in the 2021 edition of the Indian Premier League. Plenty of options to pick from both teams. Of course, you have the likes of Lokesh Rahul, who was the Orange Cap winner in the 2020 IPL, then Suresh Raina, who made a comeback with a bang after missing the IPL last year in the Middle East. There's of course Chris Gale, Mayank Agarwal, so many options to choose from. So who do you pick? Who do you have in your fantasy picks? And our experts have pulled out a very, very good team here. Should we have a look? Here it goes. Well, it's KL Rahul, Suresh Raina, Chris Gale, Faf Duplessis, Mayank Agarwal, Deepak Huda, Moin Ali, Sam Curran, Mohammad Shami, Shardul Thakur, and Arshdeep Singh. Of course, KL Rahul is the captain and Sam Curran the vice captain. KL Rahul, brilliant form, isn't he? He struggled in the T20I series. He was dropped for the final T20I between India and England. But did he come back to form or what in the ODIs? And in the first game for Kings 11 Punjab in the IPL, he scored a brilliant 91. And alongside Deepak Huda, really set up that base for Punjab. That score of 221 was a stiff total, but of course, Rajasthan Royals made a very good fight of it and almost got there. So you'd definitely want to have someone like KL Rahul with the kind of form he is in, and of course Sam Curran, you could expect him to do some damage as well. Remember, the game is in Mumbai. There's been plenty of runs, and of course, also from the evidence of the game between Rajasthan Royals and Delhi Capitals. Now there is something in it for the Pacers as well, so that reflects. So the fantasy team here reflects the strengths and the kind of players that you want to have in your team. I'll take a quick look at the team once again. It's KL Rahul, Suresh Raina, Chris Gale, Faf Duplessis, Mayank Agarwal, Deepak Huda, Moin Ali, Sam Curran, Mohammad Shami, Shardul Thakur, and Arshdeep Singh. So KL Rahul is the captain and Sam Curran is the vice captain in this fantasy team that our experts have chosen. So please do download the FanFight app. There'll be plenty of tips right through the IPL. We'll come to you with fantasy tips right through this edition, so you can settle down and make your own teams. You can, of course, we all Boria Mujumdar as well. He keeps coming up with his fantasy tips and on how to build the best possible combination ahead of a match. And of course, it's very important to follow the toss, and we do come to you right after the toss with team updates and with conditions of the pitch, how the pitch is going to play. So those are decisive factors when you're making your fantasy team and fantasy 11. Thank you so much for joining me on this segment. There'll be plenty more pre-match analysis, previews, reviews, exclusive interviews, and and special inspiration shows every Wednesday, Cricket with Aftab every Friday at 12 p.m. only on Sports Today. There'll be plenty of offering right through this tournament. Thank you so much. Please do not forget to download the FanFight app, and please do subscribe to Sports Today and keep supporting this platform.